Hi everybody, and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. This is week 33 in the Margarete Miller Weekly Collage Challenge. This is a pretty nice page, but unfortunately all of the prompts over here have nothing to do with, well, I wouldn't say that. Well, yeah, the only thing is this is a little industrial. We have to incorporate something industrial, this or this. But at any rate, I'm going to be covering this baby up. So it is Sunday evening. It's an absolutely gorgeous day here. Our humidity finally broke. My fingernails are dirty, so that's a good sign because I was down at my sweet neighbor's house today doing some gardening for her. We lost a very dear neighbor, almost 2 weeks ago, and he passed too soon. It was very quick and unexpected, and his beautiful wife, Nancy, can't get around very good anymore. She's had double hip surgeries and she has some other health issues going on. So I've been helping her out and doing a lot of things for her. So today I went down and tackled one of her flower beds that she was quite upset about because the grass was like taking over. So I got down there and cleaned that out for her and picked some string beans out of her garden. So here I am. I'm going to be doing this collage. So if you're interested in the Margarete Miller collages, I'd love to have you stick around. If not, go play, go do something else, go enjoy yourself. And I am going to get started. So this week, electronic, whatever that means to you, a security envelope pattern, which this is my pattern right here. So I'll be dismantling and taking apart this envelope. My electronic is, I went back to my good old Rob Reports magazines. And when I think of electronics, I think of stereo equipment, anything like that. So I have a $20,000 turntable. Isn't that absurd? It's just crazy. And then you have, so you can have a nice stereo system for the not quite $100,000 DIY hi-fi set. So look at this, $5,700 just for cables. The receiver, which is, I don't know, that's priced at $20,000. And then we have a loudspeaker for $35,000. So there you go, my friends. There's your stereo. And then for industrial, this was in the back of the magazine, and I absolutely love this. This is to me, a very industrial style terrace on this person's house, and I can just really get into this. It's just very, very cool. So I thought this would be my something industrial. I have to have a doodle and something with a star or stars. So I picked out my vintage Denison stars, and I'm going to play with those. So I haven't really decided on the layout yet. I have no idea where this is going to take me, but it does feel good to sit down because my back is killing me. The tall grass I had to pull out of Nancy's garden today, it had those big, it was almost like crabgrass roots, and I'm discovering that in this finger here, I have a lot of arthritis, and this finger right now is just killing me. And I don't know why, because I never damaged this finger. This finger I did. I have a big scar on this finger. I was cleaning a glass out one time when I was a teenager, and I went in. When you're cleaning a glass, drinking glass, don't ever go in this way. Try to put your washcloth in and just swirl it around, and because I went in this way and the glass broke and it sliced my finger here right down to the bone. And I brought it up out of the dishwater and the flap was down, and the next thing I knew, I was laying on the couch. My mother had put a popsicle stick on my finger, put it back together, wrapped it all up, and that's how my finger stayed for a week. Never went to the doctor. Healed fine. But this finger is fine. I passed out when I went right down on the ground. But this finger, I don't know what I did, but I have terrible arthritis in it. So this I'm probably going to use possibly as a part of the background, but I could also use this as part of the background. I do know I want to cut out this turntable, so we will get that done straight away. I'm using my old scissors. My husband and I had to go back to Cleveland. He had to see, these are terrible. He had to go back to see a doctor and get a shot. So it was a quick trip out, 8 hours out, 8-hour drive out, and he got a shot the next morning, and we left after he received his shot and another 8 hours home. So when he drove, I did a lot of cutting in the car. And I haven't unpacked my crafts that I took with me yet. So I didn't think very far ahead. Before I started this video. And maybe I'll use this good old $35,000 speaker too. Alright, so I'm just going to try. I don't want to use those other scissors because I use them by my sewing machine. But it's been a beautiful weekend, like I said. The humidity broke and we're having 60-degree nights. And, 60-degree early mornings. So it's chilly out on the screened-in back porch. But I just bundle up. I feel like I'm on the Maine coast by the ocean when I do that. And, yeah, that'll be good. And the days are in the 70s, and it's just beautiful. So yesterday, my husband and I took a ride. And I got a new lawnmower. My mower quit last fall. And I was told by the people I've worked with for the last 16 years. They came and looked at it. The repairman came and looked at it. said that the transmission was blown. It would only go in reverse. And because I'm not a mechanic, I believed them. And I didn't want to pay to have a new transmission put in. So I sold it dirt cheap to my best friend's husband. And I said, Doug, you can repair this. It's yours. I only want, very inexpensive. So he went for it and he bought it from me. And wouldn't you know, he fixed it. He repaired it. And of course it works like a gem. So I was kind of envious that he got it working, and I go over to the house and he's on the mower and he waves to me and smiles, and because he knows he got a really good deal. I got screwed in the long run. So I said, well, I'm just going to have the lawn mowed, and of course I hired somebody to do it, and I don't like the way they're mowing and blowing. And so I told my husband, I said, I need to go out and buy a mower. So I got a new John Deere X580 riding lawnmower, and I'm so excited to get it. Because I really do like mowing the lawns. And I have a lot of lawns to mow. We're on 5 acres, the house and our carriage house and everything else. And I got a mulching attachment underneath. And I'm very excited about that, so I don't have to bag everything now like I did in the past. So there is that. So yeah, that's what we did Saturday, and where we went for 2 weeks. There's a very large fair in our neighboring county, Washington County, and they're getting ready for the fair. So we saw the tents up and everything that they were doing to get ready. So that's exciting. When the fair comes to town. All right, so I think we are going to do this like that. We will put that like that. And then I think maybe we can put this like this. So we have some electronics here. I'd like to cover up that man. I don't want him in my thing. This seems to be, I guess it's going to be fairly an easy one. So we have our electronics, whatever that means to us, a security envelope, something with stars, a doodle, something industrial. That's the background page. Okay, so, all right, so let's get this down because this is the way I'm going to go with it. And I guess I will just use... I will use this here. And then my son and daughter-in-law, we picked them up on Friday. Their big 2-month stint in Romania is done. Yay! It'll be good to have my son home. They just got back from Italy. They went to Italy for a week, and I was so happy when they went. I didn't realize they went all the places that I went with my girlfriend and her husband when we went back in 2019. They went to Lake Garda. They went to Verona. They went to Venice. So I was really happy to hear that. I don't think they planned on it. I think it just happened. They went on a couple tours. They took a gondola ride in Venice. So it was, I'm just so happy that my son got to experience that and go. So I can't wait to see all their pictures and hear all their stories. All I know is he called me and he says, "Mom, I love Italy." I said, "I know, honey. It's just amazing." It is an amazing, amazing country, and the people are so friendly. It's just a beautiful country with beautiful people. Okay, so there's my electronics. And then I'm going to use my stars next. So I did find, I want to use this little guy here. And I'm going to put him, this is out of my sticker book. But I'm going to slap him down on some paper. And I will just cut him out. Because I don't want so much of the sticker around him. I thought this little, I don't know if it's a little gal or a little guy, a little prince. I mean, they all had kind of long hair back then, didn't they? Little Piper, little Pied Piper. There. He's going to go right on that turntable. Right there like that. And then this is where my doodle and the stars come in. We're going to get him. I think this is a little Piper, little Piper boy. So he's going to go right on like this. I'll put him right there. Isn't he cute? Then we are going to use, this is probably where I'll mess it up. I thought I would use this white. Let's try it on here. I really need something like a gold, but I don't have any gold. Oh, my neck is tight from pulling those weeds. Oh, my finger hurts too. Yeah, the white's not going to do it. I may have to use a black. Yeah, I'll use a black. So we are going to take this. This is where my doodle comes in here. All right. And we are going to, this is where we're going to put our little stars. So I think they will be, we're going to put our little stars around here. I'm almost tempted to put a little bit of, I'm going to put a little bit of white around here too. Just to add some more little dimension. There. All right, so I'm going to put a little dab glue like that. And I have to put these down with glue because these are so old I can't, they won't stick. They won't stick if I try to lick them. So I'm starting a new book too tonight. I can't wait. I'm going to start The Lilac Girls. If you follow me on Instagram and you like to read, follow my stories. I don't post it in my normal post, but I usually post what books I've finished, what books I'm starting. And then I rate them. You know, I usually 5 stars or whatever. So I just finished Between Two Kingdoms, a memoir of life interrupted. And I was pretty surprised. It was a fabulous book. It was about a gal that her journey through her diagnosis with leukemia. But what shocked me was she lived right in my backyard. She lived in Saratoga Springs, New York. She's much younger than me, about 40 years younger. But it was, oh my gosh, it was a fabulous, fabulous read. So I just finished that. That was one where I couldn't put it down. And there's a lot of good life lessons in there that she learned and she can pass on, and you can learn from her. But what this girl experienced, oh my Lord, it was just amazing. Make another one right here. So I finished that last night, late last night. And tonight I'm starting The Lilac Girls. And that takes place in 1939 during the war. And I really can't wait. One of the gals ends up in a concentration camp. Another girl ends up, I think, running secrets. I'm really excited about that one. But if you would like to read, I highly recommend Between Two Kingdoms, a memoir of a life interrupted. Fabulous book. There are my stars. Thank your lucky stars. There you go. Whoops. Okay. All right. I'm not going to do the bonus. I guess I could do the bonus. It says text from a book. I could do that. Let me get some text from a book, and I can put it right down there. Here we go. Okay. We can take a little bit of text. I got some text here. Let's see. We've got, I'm going to do trees and shrubs. I want to save that for my I could take a little bit of this. I'll take a little slice of this. And that. And I'll just dirty this up a little bit so it blends in. And maybe I could make a couple doodles on this as well. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. All right. I'll just add this. Okay. We'll put that right there. All right. There's our little. And I think I might put a star right there. That little branch looks empty. That little branch looks empty right there. There. All right. So that is this week's collage challenge. And I kind of like it. I think it's kind of fun, whimsical. Whoops. Put my stuff away here. There. So that is it. I think that's fun. I think it came together quite nicely, and Okay, so let's do our little check marks. Don't have a pen. Let's see, I'll use this one. Okay, so we have our electronics, our electronic, security envelope pattern, which is up behind here. Something with a star or stars. We have a little branch here. That's our doodle. And then something industrial is the background, and then text from a book page. So that concludes this week's art challenge by Margarete Miller. And yeah, it was a fun one. So if you liked this, I'd love to have you give me a thumbs up. That helps my channel out. And I'd love to hear your comments. And I guess that's it. I've got nothing else for you. The challenge is completed, and everybody go have a great night and have a wonderful week. I will see you in my next video. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.